What's up, this is Chris from ElectroFame. So today's review is about the Leagoo Lead 5, which is an entry-level smartphone. So for the people who don't really know Leagoo, it's basically a brand which became more and more famous during last year. So now we have a quad-core smartphone, so we can have a look at the box. So here we have the smartphone. Inside of the box we have the warranty cards and a quick guide on how to use in different languages your smartphone with the different specifications, basically functions. Otherwise, we have here a USB cable, micro USB cable. We also have one USB charger. So this is an EU plug, but when you check on our website you can easily check the US or the UK plug. And we have here a long-lasting battery of 2800 mAh, which will allow you to use a smartphone for maybe 16 hours talk time, which is quite impressive. Last but not least, we have headsets, so basic ones, nothing fancy, just normal ones. So basically that's it for the box. So the smartphone itself, so this is the Leagoo Lead 5. So basically we have here, we are dealing here with an aluminum frame high class. So you can see here on the side, basically this is aluminum, pretty sleek, quite nice. And otherwise the design here, it's plastic basically, but for an entry-level smartphone we can see that they've been putting some effort into it. If we want to describe, so here on the top we have the speaker, of course, so we have the sensors, and we have here the 3 megapixels front-facing camera, and on the back we have one flash, autofocus, and 5 megapixels camera. Here on the bottom we have the speakers. We also have here the opener to open, and the microphone at the same time. You can see here. And on the top we have the 3.5mm jack and the micro USB. Otherwise, on the side, here on the right side we have the power button, and on the other side we have the volume button, which is one single button. So if we open the smartphone back, so we have here two SIM cards. So one is 3G and one is GSM. So WCDMA, and the TF card or micro SD card up to 64 gigabytes for this one. So here you can see the different specifications and the frequencies for the two different SIM cards. And here on the bottom we can see the speaker. So basically that's it. Regarding the smartphone itself, we have here a 5-inch IPS FW VGA TFT screens with a resolution of 854 by 480. So it might look a bit low for the resolution, but what you have to bear in mind is actually with this kind of resolution and a very big battery, this smartphone will last at least 2 days for sure. So basically this is it for the quick introduction of the smartphone. So let's get the battery inside. Let's put the battery on and let's get started then. Let's start the phone. So before we arrive in the welcome screen, basically what I want to say is like this phone is running Android 4.4, but this is a special version from Leagoo. So basically the RAM is optimized. Also the active voice function is enhanced, and they added like this kind of low power audio in order to reduce the phone power consumption. So this is it. So we have here the lock screen. We have access to the phone, the messages, and right away to unlock. So one particularity of Leagoo is actually they have, so as I just said, their own Android version. At the same time, they have a lot of themes, so you can customize easily your smartphone and put new ones. You can download new live wallpapers and some new themes, and everything can be online. So it's kind of the same like basically the MIUI from Xiaomi. So you can, or Lenovo as well. So you can customize a lot, you know. Otherwise, if we have a look at all the icons, so we have of course the camera, gallery, theme settings. Otherwise, we also have here the flashlights, calculator, calendar, call log, Chrome, clock, downloads. We also have here a DU battery saver if you really want to go hard on it. DU speed booster sometimes can be useful. Email, file manager, FM radio, Gmail, the Go keyboard, which is by default on it. Google. Everything related to Google, of course, so the pictures, the map, and of course the Play Store as well in here. You also have the Leagoo Market if you want to have a look. So the music, notebook, videos, voice search, wake gesture. We'll see that later in the settings. So basically, this is it. This is what you will get with the Leagoo Lead 5. So here you can see you can put easily some widgets, and also you have this kind of music you can launch right away on it. So otherwise, regarding the toggles, so we can see this is the first screen, and if you have here, so we have the owner, the battery, settings, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, location for the GPS, airplane mode, data connection, data usage, audio profiles, the brightness. You can see this is set up to the maximum for this review as usual. Auto rotation, timeout, and cast screens. So this is it. Now let's have a look at the settings. So SIM management, of course, because we have two SIM cards, so I repeat, one 3G, one GSM. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HotKnot. So HotKnot is actually quite new maybe for some people. So some might know already the NFC, so near field communication. This is kind of the same. However, it works with a screen, so you have to touch the two screens together. And some brands like Ulefone or Doogie are using that. And yeah, so basically you have NFC and a HotKnot. No, but HotKnot allows you basically to exchange data between two devices. So data usage more where you have aeroplane mode, default SMS app. So with this one you can also tether. So home, you can actually choose the Leagoo launcher, the Google launcher. So we can have a look right away, or you can always ask, but how about the Google launcher? So you can see here just the icons have changed a bit, and the font is a bit different, and here too. So it's just up to you what you want to check. So here for this review we can leave the Leagoo launcher. Wake gestures. So here we have what we call the smart wake or the wake up gesture. So many names for it, but basically here you can see so CWMS, so up, down, left, whatever. So what is that exactly? So when you turn off the screen and for example you draw a C, it's working right away, and you are entering the camera mode pronto. So then otherwise, one cool thing is like more and more smartphones start to have that recently. This is what we call double tap. So you just double tap on the screen and at least you can reach right away the lock screen, which is quite useful from time to time and allows you to save a bit of time. So this is a wake gestures basically. So audio profiles, display, so lock screen notifications, wallpaper, the cast screen, power savings. So if you really want to be in power saving mode or not, gesture. So I have here only the air gesture for the gallery and the launcher, so we can try it. So you see this is working. Then we have the gesture somatosensory, so silent gesture here we can see, so in clock and incoming, waving your hands at the top of the screen to silence the ring, and the silent flip, so in clock and incoming, flip the phone to silence the ring. So it's just like sometimes you forget to turn your to turn on your vibrator or this kind of stuff. And if you're in meeting, that can be quite useful if you want to be quick to take off the ring. 3-finger screenshots, so we can try it. So basically just take 3 fingers. It's taking a screenshot right away. Storage, so I didn't say much about it. So basically we have here a smartphone with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of ROM. And also, I said that before too, when I was opening the back of the smartphone, you can put a SD card inside up to 32 GB. So 32 plus 8 will reach like around about 40 GB. So which is quite useful. Then the battery, I also say before, this is a 2800 mAh battery. So with that you can talk for around about 16 hours according to Leagoo. You can also have a standby time of 300 hours, 25 hours music play, and on top of it, actually it's a fast charging battery, so in 2 hours and a half it's charged. So which is quite useful if you're running out of time sometimes. So location, you have for the GPS, security, language and input. So for the languages, you have actually quite a bunch of languages, so you can check yours. The list is really long, so we might find yours inside. Okay. Then one-handed operation. So I can show you that what is going on. So basically you launch the phone, and you see here. So basically, if you hold your hand in your phone in one hand, sometimes it's quite hard to reach the opposite side. So here is just a bit shorter, and you can do that for your left hand too. So that can be quite useful from time to time. Then we have the date and time, so the Google account, of course, because you have the Play Store, so you can download all your favorite applications. Date, time, schedule, power on, off, accessibility, printing, developer options, if you master a bit more Android. And about the phone here, we can see some quick, so you have the wireless updates, status, legal information, Leagoo Lead 5, Android 4.4.2, baseband, kernel version, build number, here you can see. So basically this is it for the settings, the toggle and the home menu. Now let's have a look actually at the Antutu benchmark in order to see in detail all the specifications. I forgot to say something about that too, but this one is in black in here, but it's available in white as well, so don't forget that. So here we have a score 19,184. For an entry-level smartphone, this is quite honest, and let's try to understand why actually. So we have Android 4.4.2, so Android KitKat, one of the latest versions, while we're all waiting for Lollipop. This is a 32-bit smartphone, okay, so we have a quad-core processor, MT6582, quite usual in this kind of smartphone. So Mali 400 MP, resolution quite low of 854 by 480, but at the same time allows you actually to save some battery and energy. Rear camera of 8 megapixels, but however it's only a 5x interpolated to 8 megapixels. We have here so 1 GB of RAM, and we have altogether 8 GB of RAM. Then so quad-core processor, 1.3 GHz, that's what I say. So 240 dpi for the density, 3 megapixels on the front. So no NFC on this one, only the HotKnot, okay, so which is different, you can easily see that here. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and for the sensors you have only 3 of them, which are acceleration, light, and proximity sensor. So this is it for what is going on. Oh, okay. So one other thing I just want to show you quickly is actually here on the display. So we have here a refresh rate of 61.85 Hz, which is very good, which allow you to actually type very fast on your keyboard for messages, WhatsApp, WeChat, or whatsoever you have. So then check the root access here. So if you verify, sorry, your phone doesn't have proper root access, so please bear in mind that if you want to change the Android version of this smartphone, you will first have to root the phone. Usually this is the process. Alright, so now we can have a look actually at the gaming performances. So for that we have been downloading Asphalt 8 for You, which is a a free racing game available on the Play Store, and which has a very good graphics. So the game is set up to the highest graphic level. So we'll see if with a quad-core processor and just a Mali 400 MP and 1 GB of RAM we're able to play smoothly this game. So we can see that first of all the speaker is actually quite loud. So you see that the sensors work very well. So we can see that basically there is almost no problem to see, to play. It's actually running very smooth. Alright, so let's go back. So playing games on the smartphone is actually quite alright. You know, it's very smooth, no problem at all. So even for one of the latest games and most consuming game, which is Asphalt 8. Otherwise, what has to be shown on the smartphone is actually the camera. So here, let's have a look at the settings first. So we have basically the store location, shutter sound, exposure, color effects, scene mode, white balance, image properties, anti-flicker, volume keys. Otherwise we have here zero shutter delay, voice capture, face detection, smile shot, HDR, auto scene detection, self timer, capture number, picture size. So you can see this is 8 megapixels, but it's interpolated. So preview size, we can even put here the full screen right away. And for the video you have the EIS, so to stabilize everything. Microphone, audio modes, you can put in meeting or normal. Video quality, fine, high, you can choose. So basically this is it. We already here have some pictures taken before, so we can see that for 5 megapixels interpolated to 8 megapixels is actually quite alright. So basically with this camera you will be able to record as 720p HD at 60 frames per second. You also have the HDR mode, aperture of f2.8 and autofocus 4p lens. So this is not too bad for an entry-level smartphone, I repeat here. Then what we can have a look, actually I showed you before during the game that the sound was not too bad, but let's have a look at the video. Here. So basically on this 5-inch the resolution is only 854 by 480, but however we can see the details are very nice, and watching movies on it will be very nice too. So the sound is well balanced, pretty powerful. Basically this is it. Alright, so basically this is it for the Leagoo Lead 5. So if you want to make a quick summary about it, so this is entry-level smartphone, but with a very sleek design, aluminum frame. We also have a quad-core processor inside, 5-inch screen, low resolution of 854 by 480, 5 megapixels interpolated to 8 megapixels on the back here, 3 megapixels on the front, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of ROM, up to 64 gigabytes for the SD card, which is quite a lot. Sorry, so before I say 32, but it's 64 gigabytes. So which allows you to have more than 70 gigabytes all in total. Long-lasting battery of 2800 mAh, 2.5 hours to charge it, so very short. We have the HotKnot, which is like the NFC to exchange data between two devices, the wake up gestures, the double tap, and Android 4.4 optimized RAM, active function, enhance, and added low power audio for reducing the phone power consumption. So this is it for the Leagoo Lead 5, perfect for the people who are looking for a cheap phone, very reliable and quite powerful as well. So otherwise, the only thing I didn't say at the end was like this is 145 grams for the smartphone, so quite light, very slim, which is only like 143.4 millimeters by 71 millimeters, and a thickness of only 7.9 millimeters, so very slim. So you will enjoy basically this smartphone if you're looking for something cheap. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below this video and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Don't forget to thumb up this video if you like it, and otherwise until then I hope you enjoy it, and see you later for the next one then. Bye bye.